I've been reflecting a lot about my life. Deep reflection. And I think in order to get to like a certain level of depth in your reflection, like for me, because I had so much like suppressed emotion compressed in my system, I had to really go through a lot of just like emotion, like learning how to hold emotion, like big, intense, heavy, dense emotion. And now that I have learned how to do that, I'm able to be in my body more, and it doesn't hurt, right? I'm not carrying this like pain of like compressed, heavy, dense emotion. And it has enabled me to really slow down. Like I've never been able to slow down before. And there's so many like awesome camper cars around here. I fucking love Ashland. I love it here. Okay. Distraction. But just in my, like in the slowing down and it's pretty miraculous, I have to say. Like, I've been able to, in my newfound slowness, I've been really able to reflect also in a way that is more embodied and not just channeling from my crown and intellectualizing, but actually, which is a kind of reflection, right? Like, it's not that I wasn't getting accurate information that way, but now that I'm more in my body, it's different. It's more personal. Somebody just drove by and I'm like, it's busy today at the park. It's like, it's been so hot and amazing, and so I feel like everyone's at the park. It's like the place to be. It's different. Okay, I changed locations because it was getting trafficy over there. Now I'm leaning against the ash tree. Bonus points if you know about the trees. I'm going to do some tree offerings too. And I'm just really seeing, I'm going through this huge, like my nodal return and Cancer season, and my Black Moon Lilith is in Cancer, my IC is in Cancer, my core wound is the mother. Woo! And how I have been projecting, and this is pretty common, so I read that I've been projecting like my parents and what they taught me about love onto the universe at large. So, when I first started learning about the travesties that were occurring all over the world, I was just so upset, so distraught, completely, overwhelmed. And I went into like, how do I love the earth, and because my, what I was taught about love is that it's you give up everything. You give up everything for love. That's what I was taught. You give up everything for love. And like, you give up yourself for love, right? Which essentially is like self-abandonment. Like, love is self-abandonment. That's the story in my family, and I'm sure a lot of families too. And it's really sad. So, it's no wonder that they're, you know, such a sickness is so pervasive on the planet right now, you know. But so that's what I did, you know. I gave up everything. I gave up everything I loved, and I was like, I'm gonna farm, and then, you know, I'm gonna be kind of like, I feel like I was going into monk like vibes. Definitely martyrdom, savior complex, really all narcissistic wounds, right? And narcissistic abuse wounds, thinking that it's all your fault, and it's your responsibility to save the world, and you have to sacrifice everything, you know? Tell me you were raised by narcissists without telling me you were raised by narcissists, right? Like, and I'm not mad at them. I don't say it with hatred anymore. You know, I just say it in a neutral, like, facts be facts. And, you know, a lot of forgiveness has been coming through, and, you know, just like letting them be. They are who they are. They have their own stuff, you know, and I love them. You know, I wish them well. I really do. Which is pretty amazing, actually. And so, yeah, it's been big stuff. Big stuff. Do I have anything else to say about it? I think it's worth it. I feel like I'm on a cusp. But I feel like what I've been telling myself is, like, one day I feel like I'm going to feel like all of this excruciating, painful shit it's going to be worth it, that I went through it, that I overcame it, that I did all the work, you know, that I did that good work, that I fought that good fight. And I think one day I'll be like, fuck yeah. I feel like that a little bit. I still feel pretty worn out from it. It's hard. It's really hard work. But I just do have that feeling that, like, one day I'm going to be like, that's the best thing I ever did for myself, you know? I really feel that way. One day I'm going to be like, dang. You know? It was worth it. To be continued. I'm back home, and another thing that just came through, you know, is when you have this, like, these deep somatic cellular memories from when you were a child. Like, autonomy comes around at what, like 2 years old, and you have this memory that you will not be loved and you will be punished, and, you know, that shit is in your molecular structure, like, it's in your cells. And in order to heal that kind of, a bug landed on me because I have the door open, that kind of wounding, you have to be in your body. You have to be going very slow, because your inner child is going to need, like, serious reaffirmment that she is safe, that she's not going to get in trouble, that she's not going to get hurt, that everything is okay. And in order to be able to hold that terrified inner child, you have to have a really strong inner mother, you know, and really inner father too. So it takes time, is what I'm trying to say. It takes time.
especially when you never wanted to be a mother or a father.